Hello Pisces. This is your astrology forecast for April of 2014 and also applies if you're Pisces rising or Pisces moon. Pisces, this is a power month. I mentioned it in my general forecast. We've got the cardinal climax all coming together, the cardinal grand cross at 13 degrees exactly. We've got the eclipses happening this month. So let me break it into small pieces for you. For the first 5 days of the month, we've got Venus here in your 12th house. This is wonderful for you, Pisces. It's your 12th house, is your house. It's wonderful for meditating, for doing something peacefully, quietly. It's wonderful for doing anything behind the scenes, for helping somebody, and somebody may well help you. A dream may be just particularly giving you some information and guidance for a way forward. And also with the Venus there, it could well bring an old love or somebody from the past back into your life. On the 6th of the month, Venus goes into your sign, Pisces. Yay! Into the first house. And it's exalted in Pisces. It means that Venus is very happy in Pisces because Venus, the planet of love and money, is on a higher level when it's in Pisces. It's out of the kind of base level of where, you know, we're greedy and looking for more. No, Venus in Pisces is about a soulmate, finding a soulmate, connecting with people at the deepest of heart levels. It also, it looks after animals. It's sensitive to people, deeply sensitive. But for you, with Mercury in your first house for the first week of the month, and the Venus there from the 6th to the end of the month, and Neptune, of course, in your sign, it's a nice time to do something nice for yourself. Maybe get a makeover, go for a spa. It's also a good time to look at how you're presenting yourself. Do you want to change how you present yourself? Do something that makes you feel good. With Venus there in your sign, you're going to be extra charming. If you want to draw a partner to you, this should be a good time. If you are looking to do business with somebody or to start a business, again, the Venus in your first house should make you extra magnetic. Mercury coming together with the Neptune for the first week of the month. Just be careful that you're not telling yourself something different than the reality of a situation. Yes? Be honest with yourself. Force yourself to be honest. On the good side of that, it could be very good for visualizing. Wonderful for visualizing something, you know, for those of you looking for a partner, really visualize him or her. See them, feel just everything about them as though they're already in your life. And maybe in an existing relationship, visualize how you want that. You love going off and daydreaming. Daydream and visualize it and feel it so that you can draw it to you magnetically. With Neptune in your sign, you have that magnetism, Pisces. Don't forget to use it. On the 8th of the month, we got Mercury going out of your first house, coming into your second house here, joining the Sun and Uranus. This is a great time for either speaking out about a business idea that you've got. With the Sun and Uranus here, this could bring you maybe erratic finances. The finances kind of going up and down a little bit. It won't be quite as predictable as many of you like. But here it's just, you may have some wonderful ideas for business. Really new ideas. Or you may have to change the way that you do business, or with the people that you do business with. But this here, the Sun and Mercury and Uranus there, really helping you with your finances, shining a light on your finances. Do you need to speak out? Do you need to be clearer with clients or your boss or people? Is somebody taking advantage of you? Pisces, you know, you're mutable in your water. You don't like conflict. But with Mercury and Aries there, it's time to speak out. Maybe, if you can get yourself to do it. So we've got the eclipses starting on April the 15th. We have a full moon lunar eclipse at 25 degrees of Libra. here happening in your 8th house, joining that Mars retrograde until May 20th. The eclipses begin about 3 months before you start to feel the energies, 3 months before they happen, and up to 6 months afterwards. So for you, with this full moon lunar eclipse in your 8th house, and with a lot being activated in the 2nd house of money, and this is joint resources, there may be some real changes happening in your financial picture. Changes happening with a partner, in some kind of a partnership. Maybe your financial position changes. Maybe you need to sort out how you're paying your mortgage, your insurance, your tax, your bills. All that maybe needs to be ironed out and sorted out. As well, it's looking deeper maybe into your sexual energy. What are you doing with that vital energy of yours? Can you go more intimately with a partner, or even more intimately with yourself? How can you go to those deeper realms? Pisces, you love all these deeper metaphysical realms. This is going to trigger maybe even more of an interest in the metaphysical, astrology, tarot, all these areas, and maybe you'll take action in it. Maybe you'll do something more in this area. Especially with Mars retrograde, it's giving you an opportunity to back off and look at different ways that maybe you can use your psychic ability, your intuitive ability, how you can bring that more into your life. Many of you may be need to get to the bottom of a situation. This full moon lunar eclipse may help you to delve further and get more information than you previously had. Between the 20th and the 25th of the month, this cardinal grand cross that I've been speaking about endlessly, that is with us still, is at 13 degrees, all the 4 planets at 13 degrees, powerful number, between the 20th and the 25th of the month. And this cardinal grand cross for you, Pisces, is happening here, your 5th, 11th and 2nd and 8th houses. The houses tend to work in pairs. So for you, Pisces, as I said, you're looking at money and finance, definitely. You're looking at how you spend money, your attitude to money, whether you're balancing your books, if you're in debt, whether you're looking at how you're going to get out of debt, if you're not in debt, you've got assets, how you're going to protect those assets. This is very much going to be triggered. And also how much you value yourself and what you do. And here, as well, between the 5th and the 11th house, we're looking at the creative side of you, Pisces. You're immensely creative. One of the most creative signs of the zodiac. It's about developing your creativity. How can you use it more? Could you use it in your work, in your daily life? It's being triggered here. Children are being triggered, young people. What gives you pleasure in your life is being triggered. Are you doing enough of it? Do you even know what it is? Here, the Pluto is getting you to look at your connections, your networks, the power of networking, the power of community. That's what we're seeing now. The powers of people that can come together where we can make a difference. Never mind the governments and the powers that be. If we can come together during these difficult times, these changing times, we can change things. We are not as helpless as we may think we are when governments tax us more and do all these things to us. No, we can come together. These are powerfully changing times. Economically, they're printing money like crazy. I mean, something has to change in the economy at some point. Socially, we've got unrest, we've got climate change. It's all happening on the outside in our world, and it's happening inside as well. Here it's looking at ways in which you can help others. How can you get involved in the community? How can you help? Using your uniqueness, how can you be a part of the greater whole? On April 21st, we've got the Sun coming into your 3rd house. On the 24th, Mercury joins it. And on the 29th, we have a new moon solar eclipse at 8 degrees of Taurus. So a lot of activity in this 3rd house, Pisces, wonderful for education, for learning something new, for teaching it, for adding new skills, for negotiations. It's also, you might find yourself quite busy, making lots of trips here and there, and also good for looking at your neighbours, the people around you. Are you connecting with them? If so, how are you connecting with them? Are they draining you? Are they building you? And also, it's a good time for writing. Any kind of negotiations or selling is also well aspected for you. So there you have it, my dear Pisces. It's an active month. You're a mutable sign. You can go with the flow when you so choose, so you can enjoy the changes that are happening. I wish you a great month, and I thank you for listening, subscribing and sharing. Bye for now.